responded and God is speaking to us. What's in a name? Names are important in the Bible, eh?
Yes.
It doesn't take much reading the Bible to realize names are really important. They didn't just pick names for their kids that sounded nice or that were popular, you know, or might be read out higher on the roll at school, but they picked names that spoke of identity, that were prophetic, that had significance. And names are also important to God, amen? Names are important to God. So much so that occasionally he'd change one, wouldn't he? Think of Abraham to Abraham. Before he'd had a single child as an old man, father of many. And imagine God coming up to him one evening, this man whose name has been father of many. Imagine being called that with no kids in those days. Hi, what's your name? Father of many. Oh, wow, how many kids have you got? No, thank you for reminding me. And then God comes to him and says, Abraham, I'm going to change your name. And he says, thank God, because this one has been a dog of a name to carry around with me. And he says, I'm going to name you Father of Many. What was it? No, so before Abraham was father, wasn't it? And Abraham, Father of Many. And so he just expanded it and enlarged it because it was what he was called to. It was his identity. Jacob to Israel, from supplanter, deceiver, into Prince of God. God gave him a new identity, a new purpose. Simon to Peter, the rock that I'm going to build my church upon. From Saul, the persecutor, the religious nut, to Paul, the great apostle, who gave his life planting churches all over that region of the world. God saw fit to change people's names to signify a coming into identity and calling. And as a church, we believe God is doing a similar thing with us. But as I said, we don't believe it's just me and Emma or the management team, leadership team that hears from God. We all hear from God, amen. And so we wanted to propose a name that we believe that God is in, that reflects who we are and who we are becoming. And that would also mean something and make sense in our wider community. We didn't want some religious name. Beach Christian Centre has served us well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a great name. I've always enjoyed it. It's a little bit long. Most of you don't even know what it is. And most of them out there don't know what it is. I'm not sure if I've had anybody in our 8 years come and pronounce our church as Beach Christian Centre. It's always Waihi Beach Christian Centre, or Waihi Beach Church, or Beach Church, or the Christian Centre Church. And I've always just chuckled to myself, thought, that's cool. It's not about a name, is it? It's about just getting on and serving God. But we're in a new season now. So we want to propose this name. We also believe that if God is in this name, then it will resonate and witness at some level to all of us. Amen. And so what we want to do is just submit it to you, just to sit on for a while. Any name change can be like, and can mean different things to different ones. I think I mentioned, like the name Anna. If I said the name Anna, we'd all suddenly have different ideas of what that name means according to an Anna that we've known in our past, or maybe an Anna that's close to us now. And so it means different things. And when we put this name forward, it's going to have different inflections, different things that will first come to mind. But I want you to sit with it. And I want you to take it before the Lord. And I want you to allow God to speak to you. And I want you to begin to not just think of where you've heard maybe this word, this name in other places, or what it reminds you of, but to come free from that and begin to bring it before the Lord and imagine who we are as this name. Does that make sense? Yeah. Are you sick of waiting? Keep going. We need the mood music. I'm just going to load up PowerPoint. Oh yeah, it's working. So name that we propose is Freedom. No, you're allowed to just say it under your breath. Freedom, freedom, freedom. The church is take it or leave it, according to, obviously, much of our signage would have the word church in there because that identifies what we are. Okay. But we can also change it out when we're doing a youth event and be Freedom Youth, or Freedom Kids, or Freedom Jam Session.
It is for freedom that Christ has set us free.
Come on.
Yeah.
I got a few of those scriptures I want to declare in a moment. So, played around a little bit with logos and this has just been hacked together for you, okay? This is not a thing. I just want to go through a few different ways of seeing the name. It just might help you process. Is that all right? So just flip through a few different ways of presenting the name. We do want it to reflect our location as the beach, obviously. Freedom Church. That photo, by the way, care of Derek. Freedom Church. That photo care of Jeremy. Not here this morning. Jeremy Senior. That photo care of me. You can see Mirror Island in the bottom there. Like I said, this was hacked together. Do you like the logo? Might take a while. I recognise some will be instantly like, yes. Others, it might just take a little while to change. Hey, God bless you guys. Good to meet you. Another way of seeing it. Another photo here of Jeremy Senior. Thank you, Jeremy. So you see there's many different ways to just present name and logo. I want to hear just some initial response in a moment. And it's okay if it's not great. If you're struggling, it's okay. It's got to be okay. Because we're free. We're free people. Can I tell you something? Sitting on Fiddy's porch a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he's always such a delight. And just talking about what God's doing in his life. God's doing amazing things in Fiddy's life and everyone's aware of the journey he's on. But he was just trying to express how blessed he's been and just coming and being part of this church. And he always speaks so highly of everyone, just the community here, and just raving. And he was just going, when I came to this church, Ryan, when I came to your church, it's like, I didn't get religion. He said, I got freedom. I like that. Because we're not about religion, amen? We're about freedom from religion, from guilt, from shame, from all of that junk that you might have grown up with. Freedom from slavery to sin, freedom from sickness, freedom to become something else, the sons and daughters of God. Oh, I got a couple of surfy ones at the end here.
Just for 10.
That's Tim on the surfboard. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. So if the Son has set you free, you will be free indeed. And the creation itself will be liberated from its bondage to decay and brought into the glorious freedom of the children of God. Amen. And the truth, you know, will set you free. So for the next few weeks, love to hear feedback, how you're processing, how you journey with that name changing from Beach Christian Centre to Freedom. It's not a done deal, nothing's set in concrete, okay? There are bits of paper on the back table. If you want to write some thoughts, please put your name, nothing anonymous, please, or chuck it out. Let's own our journey together. If you think I'm the devil and haven't been hearing God, write it down and put your name next to it. I'd love to hear it. Deb.
Just in my opinion, I reckon it's really neat about the circle. It's like the case freedom.
And that's why the freedom goes outside the circle as well each time.
But it still feels like an enclosure that only certain people have the freedom. We really want to splash it out.
That's right.
It goes beyond the
And
horizon.
so as far as logo work here, that the circle is, again, take it or leave it, like you've seen some with and without.
Yeah.
And put just one other thought in your head around circle. It speaks of community, that we are actually community. And it's not in or out, because that's why freedom goes beyond. The word goes outside of the circle. It's not hemmed in. But I appreciate the feedback that feels that the circle might express that. That's logo. What about name? Thumbs up. Thumbs up from Bruce. Yeah. 2 thumbs up from the back. Go back one. You want to see Tim again?
Yeah.
Oh, we want t-shirts now. Pens and cards. Look like the Mormons before you know it. Okay. I'd love to hear from you via email, phone call, text, whatever. And like I said, there's bits of paper on the back. And love to hear the positive too. If you're just like, thumbs up, this is great. We want to hear that too. Just, those that are struggling. But if you are journeying, going, I'm not sure, how's this fit? I don't get it. It's okay, and it is a journey, and you've got to wear it. You've got to put it on for a wee while. But something I love about the name is that it's not just a name; it's a kingdom reality, isn't it?
Yes.
It's freedom that Christ has set us free. And I'd love to be able to stand up here and say to anyone who comes through those doors, welcome to freedom. Not to a church, not to some religious institution, but welcome to freedom that comes when you encounter the living God. And we're just a bunch of people that want to live and walk in that. Amen?
Yeah.
Okay. Said enough.